Here's your daily dose of fitness, food, and fun. Angelica's Daily Surprise starts now.
How cool are these shoes, by the way? No man's ever given me shoes before. Can you believe that?
So we're gonna hold this for about 5 minutes.
5 minutes? Please let this be over. Hello, and welcome to my apartment. Now, I can't seem to get rid of all these thoughts going through my head. What am I gonna do on my surprise tomorrow and the next day and the day after that? It's stressing me out. All of us have commitments in our lives, and rarely do we ever take the time to just sit and be quiet. And you know, I've had at least 5 people tell me that I should try meditating, which is a nice way of saying, hey, calm down, take a second. What is meditation? Now, every time I sit down and try to meditate, I just try to be quiet and let the thoughts wash through me, but I still find myself getting distracted and anxious, and I find myself worse off than before. If only I had Master Dao here to teach me Shaolin martial meditation. Master Dao! He's in the zone. Surprise! Today on Angelica's Daily Surprise, we are going to be learning how to slow things down and meditate. So what's going on here?
Oh, hi Angelica, how are you doing?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm very good. I feel pretty calm and relaxed.
You seem calm.
And I kind of forgot I was here.
Oh.
How did I get here?
You floated in. So we're going to be learning how to meditate today, and you're going to guide us through a meditation.
Okay. Meditation is indeed a very important topic today. It's getting more and more widespread. But there's many kinds of meditation. All right, so the kind of meditation that I'm going to show you today, I think of meditation more as a discipline.
Oh, definitely.
Right? It contains meditation practices and techniques, but also includes philosophy. All right, so for example, philosophy would be like asking ourselves, why are we meditating? I mean, our days are so busy.
Right.
Why should you just take a few minutes out of your day to meditate? All right, so these are the important questions.
Yeah.
And when we ask those questions, it helps us to understand and develop that willpower to say, I know I'm busy. I have this huge list of priorities that I have to do, but no, I got to do it because I know what the benefits are. And I know what I'm trying to achieve for the next step, so on and so forth.
And what are the benefits of meditation?
You know, a lot of people will say, and I won't say beginner, but I'll say the basic reason for a lot of people today doing meditation is to relieve themselves of stress and anxiety.
Oh, perfect. I need that.
Right? It's true, right? And as a starter, it's a very good goal to have. Meditation as a discipline is a lot more than that. It teaches us how to be peaceful so that even when times of disturbances, great disturbances happen, it doesn't affect our peaceful state of being and our nature.
Right.
So that is a higher level goal. And I think most Chan masters would say that the ultimate goal or pursuit is continued development of your personal wisdom. So let's start off simple.
Okay.
Let's see, we're going to test you a little bit and see where you stand in terms of your ability to practice meditation.
Okay.
Because I'll say this before we begin, it is not easy to sit down and do meditation.
No.
The Shaolin way of meditation involves no distractions. You literally just sit and be still and be quiet. And that can be scary for a lot of people. So everyone in the audience, they want to try that. I would say if you start to feel like you're panicking or getting emotional, just stop, all right? This is not your first step into meditation. So let's see where your first step of meditation is going to be.
So.
All right. Okay, so let's sit, all right? So there's something called a Shaolin 7-step sitting method. Okay. First thing you want to do is figure out how you want your legs to be, All right? Sitting cross-legged is perfectly fine, right? This is not better or worse than a half lotus.
Ah.
All right? Nor is it better or worse than a full lotus.
So
right?
I should take my shoes off. You were mentioning something about shoes.
Yes, so you can see I don't have my shoes off, don't have my shoes on. The shoes are a bit of distraction. It can cause discomfort on your legs.
Yeah, I
and
feel
undue
more
pressure.
grounded.
Now you should feel a lot more comfortable without your shoes.
Yes.
All right, so you can just put the shoes a little bit on your left. It's good etiquette for that. And what you want to do is find a way to sit so that it supports a straight back. Okay, so if you're sit cross-legged and you're trying to keep your back straight, you will feel a constant pull going backwards like this, all right? So maybe it won't affect you for the first 30 seconds, but 5 minutes in, oh, you're gonna feel a strain there.
Yeah.
We don't want that, all right? So ideally, if you're gonna sit cross-legged, you should raise yourself a couple of inches.
Okay.
All right? So you could sit on your shoes, for example. All right? So I do that. If I have nothing else to sit on, I'll sit on my shoes. All right?
I've seen people take a yoga block and sit on that.
Yoga
so they're
block, you
slightly
can
elevated.
fold a towel, fold some clothes, you know.
So it's comfortable yet alert.
That's right.
Okay.
Very good. All right, so I choose half lotus. For me, it's the most comfortable.
Okay.
All right. So you put your right hand on top of your left, and you put your thumb together. Right? This is not required, but this is our way of doing it. What's really good about this is it allows you to rest your hands in a way that you can just completely relax and just let go. All right. So if it's on your shin, it's going to put a bit of pressure on here, and you may not be used to it, and then your legs might get numb more quickly. So in that case, you can put it on your lap. All right. So as long as you keep your back straight. But here, because of my arm length in relation to my body, this allows me to keep my back straighter and more easily. All right? All right, so now keep your chin level. Have your shoulders back, chest slightly forward. And imagine a string just gently pulling at the top of your head, and it's just straightening out your body. All right? Now I want you to put your tongue on the roof of your mouth towards the front. So, for example, if my fingertips are the teeth, you want to put your tongue somewhere up here, all right? Okay. And you want to be relaxed. As long as your tongue is relaxed, that's the key, all right? And now I suggest you half close your eyes, all right? So basically you're going to be able to see maybe about 2 or 3 meters in front of you. You can also completely close them or have them completely open, all right? There's no wrong way of doing it, but in my experience, when you completely close your eyes, you're more likely to fall asleep.
Yeah, no, I'm like,
and you're more likely to see even more stuff. Visions in your mind.
Right.
If you keep your eyes open, then your eyes may dry out and you may be distracted by the things that you see.
Yeah.
Now, when your eyes are half open and you can only see the bare ground in front of you, there's nothing really to distract you, right? So that's why I always suggest keep your eyes half open, all right? What we're going to do, I'm going to lead you into it now, and I want you to scan your body for tension. Just try to relax. So starting at the top of your head, look around your face, any tension around the eyes and the cheeks, just let it go. Relax your neck and your shoulders, all the way down your arms to your fingers. It's like your arms and your hands are just floating or even disappearing. Then relax your back and your hips, but maintain this nice upright posture all the way down your legs to your feet. Right now, this is stage one. Just get used to this technique. We're going to start, so we're going to hold this for a little bit, and let's just see what happens. Let's begin. Okay, now gently open your eyes. Wow, you did very well.
Oh,
Or maybe not?
I'm so calm.
Oh, very good. Okay.
Ah.
You did really great. All right? Because a
thank
lot of
you.
people actually have a hard time even getting to that point. They close their eyes and all these thoughts come up and maybe get a little bit panicky or emotional. So you actually did very, very well. All right?
My boyfriend actually meditates twice a day
Oh.
for 7 to 30 minutes. And we got into the habit during the pandemic of sitting together quietly and just, he's like, if you need music, if you need guidance, like I needed to be guided before, to be told to, you know, rest your fingers, rest the space between your eyes. And then I was so jittery. And it's like, this is the first time I've meditated in a while. I've had a really hard time integrating it into my life. But that, I feel like that was the first time I was able to actually just sit and not think of anything.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That's really great. You know, I think it's because you're not only a previous experience, but you know, just being with me today may have helped, hopefully,
Being with you, for sure.
Get there.
Yes.
So what I'll say is that, you know, just in terms of the process of guidance for a lot of people, it's important to see that you can actually improve. So what I usually tell people to do is, if you close your eyes and you have a single thought appear, like for example, you think about your boyfriend,
Yeah.
or you think about something you have to do later on today,
Yeah.
it's okay.
Yeah.
It's just one thing, one thought, no big deal. But just gently let it aside and see if something else comes to you.
Yeah.
And then if something else comes to you and more things start to appear, then it's time to use what we call the counting method. So when we breathe in and out, we just count by 1. When you get to 10, you start again at 0.
Okay.
So that you have some gauge now to determine if you're progressing or not. So for example, if you only have this one thought appearing once in a while, then you're already at a really good level, right? So then you would just count by 1. So you close your eyes and you go 1, and then 2, I'll just exaggerate my breathing. And then suddenly you think about something. Okay, start again at 0. But you got to 2,
Yes.
all right? And being able to get to 2 is already amazing. If you get to 1, it's already really great. But you'll see that if you just practice regularly, I mean, at least once a day, for even just 2 minutes,
Yeah.
you can see that when you restart and you continue, you can get to 3 and eventually to 4. Maybe not right away, maybe it happens next week or next month.
Yeah.
But the main thing is that you have to be able to see progress, right? And then you'll know you're well on your way.
So do you meditate every single day?
Every single day. In fact, let's just quickly define what meditation practices there are, right? Because what we just did is called still meditation. But there's another kind of meditation which is called moving meditation. So in Shaolin, in our culture and philosophy, everything we do, we incorporate meditation already as an aspect to our activity. So for instance, when we're trying to get to still meditation and we need to do a count.
Right.
That's moving meditation, that's the mind moving. But we're doing it on purpose to help settle our mind as a stage to get to the point where we don't have to do that. Right. Then there's physical movement. So that means when you expend your muscle energy, like for example, if you're washing dishes, and if you're in that moment washing dishes, and you're not thinking about anything else, but you're just content just washing your dishes, your mind is relatively still, now that is moving meditation.
Okay.
You're in that moment, right? We also have moving meditation in terms of something called Qigong, the Shaolin Tai Chi that we do, and also even in Shaolin Kung Fu. So a lot of people are not ready to sit down and meditate, and oftentimes it's not a good place to start, especially if you get emotional or if the idea already gives you some fear or worry or stress or anxiety. Don't do it, all right? It's not the place to start. You want something more active. You just have to approach it with the idea of meditation in mind. Right. So we can do that if you like.
Okay.
And show the audience, for example, what they can do.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So because Shaolin has 2 aspects. One is the philosophy side, called Chan or Zen, as people know it here. And then there's the martial side. which is the Kung Fu and the fighting aspect. So we combine them, and it's called martial Zen.
Martial Zen.
Officially, it's Shaolin Martial Zen. So Shaolin Chanwu is what it is. All right?
Shaolin Chanmu.
Whoa, that's very good.
I didn't insult you by accident or something.
No, you said it perfectly. All right, so one of the things that we do, one of the hallmark training exercises in Shaolin, is to do something called horse dance.
All right.
And this is a traditional version of the horse dance that I'm going to show you. And the reason why they do it is not only to build proper strength in the lower body, but also to train your mind, the willpower.
Okay.
Right? So you don't get distracted by your daily thoughts.
Because you're distracted by...
The pain in your legs. All right? So I want you to experience that pain.
Okay.
All right? And then just focus on that. Because if you do that, you're not going to think about your daily problems and stresses of life.
No.
All right? But let's see if that's true.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
Shall we go over
Get
there
up? Sure.
and do this? Okay, put on your shoe. You'll need your shoes for this. A little more comfortable.
Okay.
It gets you a little bit more steady on your feet.
How cool are these shoes, by the way?
These are our...
No man's ever given me shoes before. Can you believe that? These are so cool.
Oh, I'm happy to be the first.
They're so comfortable, too.
Yeah, these are, they're very flat, but they're soft.
Yeah.
So you feel very grounded when you're training in these.
Yeah.
And because they're very, very flexible, so it's almost like you're standing on the ground. So we use this very exclusively in Shaolin. It's
Okay.
been adopted by a lot of other martial arts, even sports. They use it for, I have a lot of people coming to buy these shoes because of parkour,
Yeah.
for example, or jiu-jitsu or something, right? So they're really, really great for that, and they're also pretty light. Okay, so come on over here.
Okay.
So this is an exercise for you. What you're gonna do is you're gonna put your feet a little bit more than the shoulder width apart.
Okay.
All right? And then you keep your feet fairly straight. Now, if you have flat feet, if your feet are slightly out, it's okay.
Okay.
So I've got completely flat feet. It's gonna be a little bit more comfortable like this, but if you go like this, it's too much. All
Right. Yeah.
You wanna keep it in. All right, so if
Okay,
you're not
parallel.
flat-footed, you keep them perfectly parallel.
Okay.
All right? Okay, so when you go down, you're gonna bend your knees and just touch your fingers with your knees. What you wanna try to do is not have your knees go past your toe,
Okay.
and then your head is also not past your knees, all right? So there's
Okay.
your knees. Okay, this is your toe right here. So you're gonna bring your knee back a little bit. Okay,
There.
okay, good.
Okay. This is like a real squat now.
All right, so this is a traditional form of doing the horse dance, and this is considered entry level, all right?
Okay.
But we're gonna push you quite a bit more than that today,
Okay.
all right? We're gonna do this for a few minutes. But the other thing is some people, they like to do this horse dance like this. This is more like performance wushu.
Right.
You know, we could use it when you're performing because it saves the energy in our legs, but it looks better. It's kind of like dance, you know, it's
Yeah.
better for our lines. But really what we want to do is here like this because with your shin is fairly straight, your knees just slightly outward. It really puts a lot of stress on your knees, all right, and your ankles, and then your hips, everything, and you're forced to use your core to maintain this posture.
Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna hold this for a while.
Okay.
But we're going to add a little bit more to it. So what you want to do is try to go down so that now the back end of your knuckles is now touching the knees. But you're not putting weight on it. Okay?
Okay.
So here, on here. Lower,
All right.
lower. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, good.
I feel that.
All right. So when I train, I come down here
Okay.
to my wrist. All right. And then you put your fist by your side and you hold it. All right. So we're going to hold this for about 5 minutes. All right. So
5 minutes.
5 minutes, all right? Now, enjoy the pain. Put your hands together like this. So this is called martial Zen, horse dance training, all right? So when your hands are here, it's a little bit easier,
Please let this be over.
and you just breathe deeply. Ignore the pain in your thighs.
This is like a wall sit. When you sit against a wall in a squat
Exactly, but without the wall.
without the wall.
All right, hang in there. All right, so are you thinking about anything else right now?
No.
Okay, so is it working?
Yes.
All right, so this is called moving meditation using the Shaolin martial Zen approach. And we just try to breathe and relax and hold.
Can we do like a time lapse thing on this?
All right, so most people, I would say after 30 seconds, you're already struggling.
Yeah.
All right, it's pretty normal for that.
Yes.
So see me hang in for another 20 seconds.
No, I'm definitely not thinking about anything else. Ugh.
And relax. Come back up. So breathe in. We do our traditional Qigong approach. As you breathe out, just relax your hands down by your sides. All right? So in Shaolin Kung Fu, it's very typical that if you were to go to do training, you would do that for about 2 hours a day, something like that.
Wow.
All right? Now, we don't push people like that today in our school because the body would just give way.
Right.
And then you won't be able to train anymore.
No, and then people get afraid and then they don't come back.
Exactly. So we say, okay, don't go so low.
Right.
We start people off, okay, at level 1, just
Level
like this.
1.
Fist by his side is how we normally do it.
Yeah.
But here you can do it the martial Zen way.
Yeah.
And just relax. It's a lot easier. All right. So you just need to see that you can actually get stronger. So your thighs will hurt. Hopefully you have lactic acid, and it'll
Yes.
hurt the next couple of days.
Yeah.
And that's great because it means that it's a signal for your body to grow more
Yes.
muscles.
No,
and develop stronger.
anytime I work out and then I have lactic acid when I'm going to bed at night, I'm like, oh, okay, tomorrow I'm going to wake up feeling stronger. So that's amazing. I would never have thought that this is like a form of meditation, though.
Right, and you just proved it works.
Yeah.
You weren't thinking about anything else. It's
No.
just pain, that one thing.
I'm going to try that version, though. The sitting down one, I think that's my favorite one. Well, that's been Anjelica's Daily Surprise. I certainly feel a little bit more zen. Thank you so much to Master Dao for
You're most
teaching
welcome.
me how to meditate. See you next time.